I was going to my next location to metal detect, and I was parking. I noticed that black snake coiled up in that tree right there. That's pretty neat. I can hear birds all around me, so I'd say he's waiting for something to land right there. I won't bother him. It's a neat little wall. Alright, since I moved, the only thing that's beat is this right here, and it wasn't a good signal, but I dug it anyway, and it was a dropped 22 casing. I still got the bullet there. The bullet's about 8 away from it, but it's the bullet I wanted to find, but I'll take it. Maybe a 3-ringer next. I'm exactly 1 mile from a Civil War skirmish, and I ain't having no luck, but I got some melted lead by the color, but I can't tell if it's period or not, but it's just a chunk of melted lead. I'm gonna have to get home and clean it and see if it looks period. But that's my first find of the day. Right here where I'm at, it's either gonna be a modern coin or something really good, but yeah, that's what it's reading up. So I'm gonna do a live dig, attempt it, and hopefully it's something Civil War. I found a bullet. It's reading a little high for a bullet, so I don't think it's gonna be a bullet. It's a coin. And it ain't even a wheat penny. Finally, I got something worth videoing, and I almost didn't dig it because it was reading a super low iron signal. I don't understand why it's reading so low, but this right here is a piece to a friction primer to ignite cannons. I found a ton of these right here, and I love finding them. I'll absolutely take that right there. Now, this is a neat little find. I don't know what it is. Maybe something to a lantern. I don't see no writing on that side. That's a neat little relic. I'll definitely take it. Anybody out there know what this is? Please let me know. Shotgun Billy. Well, my next Civil War relic is a little percussion cap. I've only found just a few of these here, maybe 3 or 4, so I'll definitely take that one. I'm wanting to find a 3-ringer before I leave. I'm ready to go to the house. I'm trying to find at least one 3-ringer. Well, here's a neat little iron item. I thought it was a horse's bit at first, but I have no idea what that is. If anybody out there knows, please let me know on this item too. All right, here's like my 4th attempt at a live dig, and this is very, very faint. I mean, you can barely, I dug this big chunk of iron is barely under the ground, but it's threaded on the inside. It's pretty heavy. The back side, this side, there's kind of flat. That's kind of flared out a little bit, and it's beveled on that end, but makes me curious is all the threading inside of it, like it's a end of a rifle barrel or something, a cannon. I don't know. Anybody out there knows, please let me know. I'm still trying to get a Civil War bullet. It's about my 6th or 7th attempt on live dig, and this is probably the best one I've had as far as closest to my numbers. So we're gonna attempt a live dig again. Well, I can already tell it ain't a Civil War bullet. It's the rifle casing laying there. Well, heck. Well, here's a big old chunk of iron. It's got like a chain link on that side and a humongous something on that side. But it's worn out real bad right there. Anybody out there know what this is? Please let me know. I didn't do a live dig. It was reading the 30s. Usually bullets on this. On my machine's about 50s. This one was reading in the 30s. And I finally got one. It's in super bad shape. But here is a 58, probably a 58 caliber 3-ringer. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Now I got me one. I'm gonna work my way back to the truck. I am tired. I can literally see my truck. I had a normal bullet signal. Dug it up. I got my second 3-ringer. It's just like the first. It is fired, hammered. But I will definitely take it. Alright, I'm going to go over my finds from the Civil War site. You know, here's my not very precious items. You know, here's a couple 270s. Here's a 22 Magnum. There's a 22. It's still got a little bit of the bullet still in it. There is a 22 bullet. I ain't sure what this right here is. It wasn't very deep. Looks like something to a lantern or something maybe. Don't know what that is. I found a penny. It missed the Civil War by about 120 years. About 6 paper shotgun shells. I like finding these. But down here are my 4 good finds. Here is a percussion cap. I like finding them. They're kind of small, hard to find. Found 2 bullets. I had to work hard for these, but here's 2 .58 caliber bullets, and here is a friction primer for cannons. I found probably 50 of these in the same spot. I love finding them. So you know, here's these finds. I'll show you my iron finds. They're a little bit bigger, so here they are. All right, here's my iron finds. They ain't really been cleaned. You know, just kind of laid down here. I have no idea what this is. It's got a hole on that side and a hole on that side. It's kind of got a groove or in it right there. I don't know what that was from, but I thought that's pretty neat. Here's just a old chunk of iron. I don't know what that is. There's a lot of cannon shot there. I'm gonna get that kind of cleaned up. It kind of does have a little bit of a bevel, but I don't think it's from that, but we'll give it a chance anyway. Here's a little section of chain link. I have no idea what this was for. It kind of looks like a bridle bit, but I don't see it being a chain, so I kind of don't think it's what it is. And I got this big old pipe looking thing. I have no idea what it is. This side's kind of got a bevel on it. This side's kind of rounded a little bit, but what really makes it interesting is the inside of it. It is threaded. I have no idea what that's for. It's thick. But, you know, this is all found in a Civil War site. So if anybody has any information on these items, just please let me know. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time, and God bless.